My name is Leanne. I am the Associate Account Director here at ApplyBoard, and I'm really excited to represent and showcase one of our esteemed institutions in Alberta, Northwestern Polytechnic. If we go to the next slide, some of our presenters here today, we are joined by Wendy Knox, the Dean of School of Students at NWP, and Karthika Joytendran, who is the International Student Recruitment Specialist, and she will be able to walk us through some of the unique value points for studying at Northwestern Polytechnic. Yes, we can see it.
All right, perfect. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Northwestern Polytechnic. Let's begin with the land acknowledgement. Northwestern Polytechnic acknowledges that our campuses are located on Treaty 8 territory, the ancestral and present-day home to many diverse First Nation, Métis, and Inuit people. We are grateful to work, live, and learn on the traditional territories of Duncan's First Nation, Horse Lake First Nation, and Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation, who are the original caretakers of this land. We acknowledge the history of this land, and we are thankful for the opportunity to work together in friendship, where we will encourage and promote positive change for present and future generations. Meet the team. We have a very small and mighty team. Let me start introducing Wendy Knox. Wendy Knox is the Dean of School of Students, and under her portfolio, she also has international recruitment. My name is Karthika. I'm an international student recruitment and retention specialist, and I closely work with Wendy to recruit international students to Northwestern Polytechnic. Welcome everybody to Northwestern Polytechnic. NWP is established in 1966 and expanded in 2009, and Northwestern Polytechnic have two campuses. One is in Grande Prairie and one is in Fairview, Alberta. We offer a wide range of programs, including certificate, diplomas, post-diploma certificates, and degree programs. Its credit programs are diverse, where we cover liberal arts, science, education, physical education, nursing, human services, fine arts, business, and technology. NWP is proud to be home of Wolves, which is our athletic team. Here there are 4 pictures of our campuses. The first 2 are our main campuses, which is in Grande Prairie, and the bottom 2 ones are the picture of our Fairview campus. Of NWP campuses. So we have, as I mentioned before, we have 2 campuses. One is in Grande Prairie and one is in Fairview. And both the campuses are not close each other. They are like 1.5 hour drive apart. So it is quite a distance between both the campuses. And one of the main reasons why it is located apart, it's based on the industry needs. So Grande Prairie is like a mini city, where Fairview is a town. Prairie campus. Grande Prairie campus is located in south of Alberta's Peace Country, small town atmosphere with large amenities. Our population is around 65,000, and we have wide range of campus amenities with convenient on-campus living. If you're a student who is living on campus, it is walking distance to grocery store, pharmacy, restaurants, and more. We have a domestic airport, and we have daily direct flights to Calgary from Grande Prairie Airport, and it's only 10 minutes drive from NWP campus. There are public transit routes that stop right outside the main entrance of our polytechnic. Fairview campus, it's also located in the heart of Alberta's Peace Country, and the estimated population in 2023 is around 3,000, and Fairview campus too have a convenient on-campus. So Grande Prairie is like a city and Fairview is a town. A little bit about the city of Grande Prairie. So I have attached a few links here. So the first one is about city of Grande Prairie. City of Grande Prairie have different culture, community, park, recreation, city services, roads, and transportation. So if you go through the website, you will be able to get the information about all these services that city offers. So we give this guide to the students so that students, before they arrive, are prepared. They know what is available in the city, what kind of recreation is available, what are the services offered by city, etc. And city also have a website within the city website where students can check the nearest facilities and venues. For example, they can go to that second link, they can type a shopping mall, and that will show them which is the nearest shopping mall, or type bus stop shows them which is the nearest bus stop. The third one, which is the most fantastic one, is the Grand Prairie Welcome Package. Grand Prairie Community Welcome Newcomers. And this welcome package is provided to our students too. What contains in this welcome package is that they have 3 months free bus passes. They have 5 free passes to the EastLink Center, which is our recreational center. And after that, they have subsidized access to city services, of course, like transportation. So this is provided to all our new students and all newcomers in Canada. Once students arrive on campus, we organize orientation and we invite representatives from City of Grand Prairie. They come on campus and they give these packages to our students with the free 3 months bus pass. And then we have Grand Prairie Center for Newcomers. As every newcomer centers, they offer support to newcomers in Canada. They offer English language conversational club, the tax clinic, immigration support, so on. So any newcomers or any students who come to Canada, we always recommend to have a quick go to the newcomer center so they can get more information on immigration and as a newcomer to Canada. But the town of Fairview, again, the first link, it's basically about what are the events that happen in Fairview, the community services offered by Fairview. The second one is Fairview and District Family and Community Support Service. It is similar to the Newcomer Center, where our students can go and get support, know about the services. They also offer volunteer services. Talking about the town of Fairview, it is very small. As previously mentioned, it is only 3,000 population. The town of Fairview doesn't have a public transportation, but through Fairview and District Family and Community Support Services, they offer cab services all over Fairview for $10. So even though there is no public transportation, there are community supports that help our students to move around in Fairview. But if they are staying in on campus, it is much easy because everything is accessible very nearby in work. Histories of employment in Grand Prairie. So Grand Prairie is a city, and almost like 41% of Grand Prairie's industries are focused on business and community service. Community service include the Alberta Health Service, which include the nurses, the healthcare aides, etc. That contributes the business, and community service contributes a major part of Grand Prairie's employment. Then comes the retail and wholesale, construction, mining, manufacturing, transportation, finance, public administration, and agriculture. Most of the programs in Grand Prairie campus are focused on business and community services. So we have business related programs. We have healthcare aid, nursing program, ELCC program, etc. And that contributes majority of the employment in City of Grand Prairie. When it comes to Fairview, it's different. There are 25% of retail and wholesale trade in Fairview, 15% of construction, 15% of agriculture, 10% of healthcare and social assistance, 10% of food service, 10% of transportation, and 15% of other services. These are some of the largest employers in City of Grand Prairie and Town of Fairview. The first one is the biggest one, the Alberta Health Service, which is the health services provided by the provincial government, which include hospital and medical facilities. So the students who graduate from practical nurse, healthcare aid, and some students from early learning childcare, they also go and work in AHS as child support worker. Then we have MNP. It's one of the largest accounting, tax, and business consulting firms. Students who graduated from the business program or students who have emphasis in accounting, they apply or try to work in MNP. We have International Paper, which operates as a craft pulp mill in Grand Prairie. Canfor is a major forestry and lumber production company. Norboard manufactures oriented strand board for construction. We have Aquaterra, which provides water, wastewater, and waste management services. Pioneer Trucking, a well-known transportation and logistics company serving the oil and gas industry. It's different field. A business student can go here. The students that took different emphasis can go here. As said, 50% of Grand Prairie's employment is health and business. 90% of graduates secure full-time employment in their field of study within a year of graduation. We have found this data through an internal survey. Settling in Canada, permanent residency pathway. So this is kind of like a general overview on settling in Canada, which most of you know about it. So the first one is the express entry system, which is the federal system, which has three types. Federal Skilled Worker Program, which is for skilled workers with foreign work experience. Canadian Experience Class for those skilled work experience in Canada. And Federal Skilled Trades Program for tradespeople with work experience in eligible trades. Then the second one is the Provincial Nomination Program. In specific to Alberta, it is called Alberta Advantage Immigration Program, AAIP. That's where 80% of our students go through. The first one is Alberta Opportunity Stream for temporary foreign workers in Alberta with a valid work permit. So anybody who studies in Alberta, and they can apply for Alberta Opportunity Stream if they have a full-time job offer. If they study in Alberta and if they have a full-time job offer, they only need a 6-month experience. But if they didn't study in Alberta, they need a 1-year experience to apply for Alberta Opportunity Stream. Then comes the Rural Renewal Stream, specifically for workers in smaller communities like Grand Prairie and Fairview, often requiring a job offer and community endorsement, which I will be talking more in the next few slides. Then the third one is the Alberta Express Entry Stream. It's a provincial nomination that enhances applicants' express entry profile. So anybody in Alberta who have a 1-year experience can apply through Alberta Express Entry Stream. Now let's talk about the Rural Renewal Stream, because most of our students who are studying in Grand Prairie and Fairview are benefited from this stream. The Rural Renewal Stream is under the AIP, which is designated to attract skilled workers to rural communities like Grand Prairie and Fairview. I think under the Rural Renewal Stream, there are only few cities and towns involved. I think it's about 8. And I think Northwestern Polytechnic is the only institution which falls under these cities. This pathway can be an excellent option for international students who complete their studies in these communities and wish to transition to permanent residency. How it works for our students. So first, they complete their studies in local institutions. So once they graduate from Northwestern Polytechnic in Grand Prairie or Fairview in a PGWP eligible program, they apply for PGWP, they get their PGWP, and they start their work. Once they secure a job offer from an approved employer, the employer must be endorsed by the city, by the municipality, meaning that local government supports hiring international worker. So there's a misconception that anywhere you work in Grand Prairie or anywhere you work in Fairview, you get this letter. No, there are designated employers. So our students has to find the designated employers, or they have to ask their employer whether will you support me or not. Once they secure the job, their employer will go to City of Grand Prairie and request a community endorsement letter. So before applying for the provincial nomination, you need a community endorsement letter from the municipality. This letter confirms that your job offer meets local labor market needs and that you plan to settle in the community. And once you receive that endorsement letter from the city, then the student can apply for the PNP program. And once they receive the provincial nomination, then they apply for the Federal Express Entry, gaining additional 600 points for their PNP. So now why Grand Prairie and Fairview in Alberta? We provide high quality education at Northwestern Polytechnic. For the students who graduate from these cities, they have a special pathway to permanent residency, which is Rural Renewal Stream. We have affordable tuition and cost of living, strong job market in healthcare, trades, and business, smaller class sizes and personalized learning, safe, friendly, and very welcoming community. We have a diverse cultural environment with growing international student population, excellent healthcare services, supportive local employers and community connections, less competition for jobs compared to larger cities like Edmonton or Calgary. Now let's jump into the academic part. This is just a high-level view of some of the academic information. Program credentials in NWP. So NWP offers certificate, diploma, post-diploma certificates, and bachelor's degree to prepare students for career success. Field of study in NWP, the programs available are liberal arts, science, education, health, business, and technology. We offer few different types of course delivery, so students can choose from on-campus, online, or remote learning options, but it should be aligned with their PGWP. If they are looking to get their PGWP, they have to make sure that they follow a certain rule in the course delivery. Study load. Full-time studies require at least 9 credits per semester, which is equal to 3 courses per semester, while part-time studies involve fewer than 9 credits per semester. Hands-on learning. NWP integrates co-op and practicum components into its program, allowing students to gain real-world experience by working directly in their field of study within community organizations, businesses, and industry partners. Certain programs like ELCC, Practical Nurse, Healthcare Aid, they have a mandatory co-op practicum program integrated with it. When we look into the business program, there's not a mandatory one, but still we encourage. There is one course where they can choose practicum or choose a course. So basically, all the programs in NWP, it's all hands-on learning, and we help them. Our career service help them to give them options of the jobs or the community organizations that are hiring. Career readiness. Programs are designed with industry input and aligns with immigration pathways like PTW. Explore your path, the 4 schools at NWP. So NWP have 4 schools. School of Business, School of Health and Science, School of Applied Science and Technology, School of Arts and Science. Let's start with the PGWP eligible program. Under School of Business, we have a program that's Early Learning and Childcare, which is a certificate and diploma. Certificate is a 1 year and diploma is a 2 year. So the certificate program prepares graduates for a career working with children from birth to age 12 and their families, and they will be a level 1 early childhood educators. Diploma is also similar. The program prepares a graduate for a career working with children from birth to age 12 and their families. It is level 2 and level 3. That's where they can start working as a supervisor. We have 2 intakes for ELCC, that's fall and winter. The admission requirements for the ELCC is 50% in English typically for grade 12. School of Health, where we have more PGWP eligible programs starting with Healthcare Aid. Healthcare Aid program helps students to develop care strategies and provide person-centered care to clients who require physical and emotional support. We offer healthcare aid in 2 intakes. For fall, it's happening in Grand Prairie campus. In winter, it's happening in Fairview campus. The admission requirement for healthcare aid is 60% again in grade 60% in grade 11 or 50% in grade 12. I have also added the tuition fees, which also include the books there. So that is the total tuition fees for the entire program. Now comes kinesiology diploma. This program prepares students for a variety of careers in sport, recreation, health, and wellness by providing a base of knowledge in areas of core competency in kinesiology as established by the Alberta Kinesiology Association. We only have 1 intake that is in fall. The admission requirement is for kinesiology varies, but it is overall 60% for whichever group you are, but you are supposed to have at least 2 science courses. So you are supposed to have either biology, physics, or physics, chemistry, or chemistry, biology, 2 science subjects for kinesiology. And then comes the practical nurse diploma. This program gives students the critical thinking skills needed to become a licensed practical nurse. They will learn how to evaluate patient progress, interact with other professionals, and delivering nursing care to clients and their families in various settings. We have 2 intakes. In fall, it takes place in Fairview campus. In winter, it takes place in Grand Prairie. Admission requirements are science related, which is 60% in English for grade 11, 70% for grade 12, mathematics, and science subjects such as biology, physics. and chemistry. Up here, in this set of programs, healthcare aid certificate and practical nurse diploma are both licensed. When we look at the healthcare aid, the student actually graduate from the program only after passing the provincial examination. They will not get their completion letter with just passing the course. They have to pass the provincial examination in order to get the certificate. And again, kind of practical nurse diploma, you get your diploma once you finish your program, but you will be only licensed to work as a practical nurse after you pass your provincial examination as a LPN. Then comes our School of Applied Science and Technology, where falls our computer system program and university biological science. In computer systems technology, we offer all the three credentials, so certificate, diploma, and bachelor's. For as certificate is 1 year, diploma is 2 years, and the bachelor's is 4 years. The admission requirements are similar, 50% in English, 50% in math. When it comes to bachelor's, you are supposed to have more science courses like physics and chemistry, but for certificate and diploma, math and English would be sufficient. University Biological Science Diploma, which is one of my favorite program, because this is a program that prepares them to go to university after they complete their 2 years diploma. So this versatile program prepares students with prerequisite for professional programs such as medicine, dentistry, veterinary medicine, pharmacy, dental hygiene, etc. So it is basically why it's my personal favorites. It's because you do 2 years in university biological science, you get a diploma. With that credential, you apply for PGWP, and once you get your permanent residency, you can come back as a domestic student, go to university, and get a degree in one of the following. So you already completed the prerequisite. And if you're a science student who really want to go to dentistry or pharmacy, you don't want to do the whole 4 years again because you already completed a part of it while doing the diploma. So this is like a science program. We only have one intake. In fall, the admission requirement is 60% in 4 subjects with no mark below. So it's basically biology, chemistry, English, and mathematics, and you should have 50% and overall 60%. We have quite a few programs that are not currently eligible for PGWP programs. As you can see, it's mostly the business administration program. So if there are students who would like to come to Canada, get the education, and take that back to their home country, we still have perfect programs like business administration, office professionals, power engineering, university arts, etc. So it's still an option for the students who are not planning to settle in Canada. They just want to experience Canada, get an education, and go back to their home country. This is a little bit of overview of our English language proficiency requirements. We have an additional sheet which describes for each and every program, but this is like an overview. Group A program, it's basically the ELCC program. You can see those are the English language proficiency requirement. Group B comes a little bit higher, which is basically for practical nurse, kinesiology, computer science, etc. And when it comes to health science program, practical nurse have a little bit above than all the other two. And then comes the healthcare aid, which is a released, which is only overall 6 and no band less than 5.5. So a little bit about the program cost. This is the program cost to complete the entire program. So for a certificate program, it can range anywhere between $16,000 to $20,000 to complete the entire program, so 2 semesters. For a diploma program, which is 2 years, 4 semesters, it can be anywhere between $36,000 to $40,000. And for a degree program, which is 4 years, 8 semesters, anywhere between $76,000 to $85,000. It is the program cost for the entire program. Then comes the additional expenses, that is per year, books and supplies. Anywhere we ask the student to have $1,000 to $1,500 with them, but it also varies by program. Housing on campus, for both the campuses, we have an on-campus housing. for an year, based on how long they stay, how many months they stay, it depends, but it's anywhere between $5,000 to $7,500 if they stay for a year. It's basically $630 per month, including all utilities. So power, gas, Wi-Fi, everything is included in the $630. Health insurance, approximately $500, including, which is included in the school fees. So that 500 health insurance is covered through the student association. On top of that, when they're in Alberta, health service is free. So they get an Alberta health insurance plan for free. They don't have to pay anything. That's what they use to see a doctor, do a blood test, x-rays for free. And health insurance is something that they cover for like medications or for physiotherapy, massages. And we have an application fee of $150, which is non-refundable, and a tuition deposit, $1,500. This tuition deposit get applied towards the tuition cost. In our website, I also have attached the link here. You will be able to find the tuition calculator, which the students can calculate how much is it gonna cost them for a year or for the entire program. A little bit about our timelines. We are in fall 2025. So our application opened up on September 1st, and the deadline is almost coming up. It's on May 16th. Their last date for them to submit their study permit is September 19th, but there will be flexibility with that. They have to email us and let us know. And for winter, the application is already open on February 1st. The application deadline is August 29th, and the last date for them to submit their study permit is December 12th. All these communications will be given to ApplyBoard when the time comes up. Now, once they hear how NWP is supporting these international students. So let's start with our support. We offer, myself and Wendy, we offer virtual pre-arrival session programs for international students. So before they arrive, we prepare them on what to expect, what are the documents, what to expect on campus, what to expect in the city, in Canada, the documents, everything is covered through virtual pre-arrival sessions. And we offer two separate, one for Grand Prairie and one for Fairview, because they are different. They have their own difference. Once they arrive here, we offer orientation programs. So comprehensive welcome session assists new international students in acclimating to campus life and Canadian culture. While doing orientation, we also invite community members such as the members from City of Grand Prairie and other on-campus, for example, mental health team, the sports team, the recreational team, so that they know these are the services available to them on campus. Cultural integration. We do events and resources available to help students to adapt and engage with Canadian society while celebrating and sharing diverse cultural backgrounds. Academic and personal support. We offer a listening ears for students' academic challenges and personal well-being while connecting them with the appropriate support resources. Something I always tell them that for international students, when I'm their primary contact, because I'm the one they see when I do the virtual pre-arrival session. So I ask them if they have any questions, please come to me, even though I may not be the right person, but I can direct them to the correct department. We do offer immigration advising, so providing guidance on IRCC applications, renewals, compliance with immigration regulations, and offering relevant workshops. So basically, our immigration advisor, Sam, they usually sit with them and go through the applications, for example, study permit extension application or PGWP application, and it's like one-on-one support. Ongoing support, so ensuring continuous access to resources and support services to help students adjust and thrive throughout their journey at INDA. Now comes the academic advising. Academic advisors can help with navigating the courses and academic planning. Understand the option, their prerequisite, how to build a course schedule, develop a study plan, including choosing the right courses and understanding program requirements. So where academic advisors comes into play, for example, the students choose the courses and they feel like this is like an overload for them. They can contact the academic advisors to see where they can make the changes, when they can choose this extra courses. So they help to navigate the courses and do the academic planning. When to reach out, planning your journey. If students are unsure about which courses to take or how to meet their academic goals, That's when you contact your academic advisor. Consult the program guide. Check the program-specific guide to identify the right advisors of your needs. So it's not one academic advisors advising every student. We have multiple advisors, and each advisor have portfolio. So if we have one advisor, that advisor helps students in business administration. We have another advisor who helps in health, the other one in UT. So we have 4 or 5 advisors who have different portfolios. They just have to book an appointment if they have any questions regarding their schedule, course load, etc. But we always remind the students it's ultimately their responsibility to ensure that their education plan is accurate and meet the goals. Advisors are here to support and guide them, but students have final say in the academic decision. As the words say, we only advise them, but it's up to them to choose it or not. Learning Commons. The Learning Common is the academic heart of NWP. If that word is Learning Common is where our library is. It is a place to engage, learn, and discover. We offer support to help faculty and students engage in teaching, learning, and research all in one place. Learning Commons offer a variety of services. So they'll start with the Academic Success Center. So that's when students need help. They are new to Canada. They do not know what is an APA format. They can connect with an Academic Success Center staff, and they will help them on teaching them what is an APA format. If they're really stressed in their exam, they need help. They need help to create a timetable before their exam. They can go to Academic Success, and there are people who can help them. Library services and research. So we have a very big library where they can go grab the books for their studies, and if they need help, there's also a team who can help with it. Accessibility services and inclusive post-secondary. So if somebody is having any kind of disability or anxiety, even the simple thing like they know everything, but when they write exam with others, they feel anxious, they can reach out to our accessibility service and inclusive post-secondary, and the team will guide them. Then we have the testing center. So that's when we have some courses that is offered online. And our testing center, the exams, they have this testing center here. We have the proctor here, so they can come here and write their exams. Our team of librarians and academic support professionals offer many services, including but not limited to academic coaching, assistive technology, exam accommodation, skill building, peer mentoring, and testing center. All learning commerce services are available for student success. And this Learning Commons is available in both camp. Career services, which is one of the other important one. So we have career service coordinators who can help them plan their career by giving sound advice based on current employment and industry trends. So our career advisors help them in job search strategies, interview practice, resume and cover letter, discuss other opportunities including upcoming on-campus events such as career fair, workshops, webinars. When I see any students struggling with a part-time job, I always advise them to contact the career service because they have something or the other open up. Our career service team can help them like tailor their resume and cover letter, help them for the interview, prepare for the interview, and then it's in their hand to excel in the interview to get the job. Next comes the mental health and wellness, which we feel really important for our international students because when they first move to Canada, they leave everything behind and they feel really down, and that's when our mental health and wellness team is here. The mental health and wellness of our community is important to us. Taking care of mental health is crucial for overall well-being and success in school and work. We are here to support students' journey by providing comprehensive support services, such as we offer mental health support services including individual counseling, group therapy, crisis intervention. All these helps are confidential and it's done by professionals. They have accessible resources through different channels such as on-campus services, online tools, and community partnership. Our mental health team also offer wellness workshops and events. Then the students' favorite part is the student association. NWP have a Northwestern Polytechnic Student Association. The student association represents and advocates for students' interests at Northwestern Polytechnic. Our student association offers different social, recreational, and cultural events to enhance student life on campus. They provide various support services, including academic assistance and wellness resources. Through student association, they have different clubs and organizations, so students have opportunity to create their own clubs and organization. Through student association, they also provide access to discounts and benefit for students, including health and dental plan. Anywhere you go, even in the restaurants in Grand Prairie, entertainment in Grand Prairie, if you're NWP students, you will be having a discount. It's through the student association. I think they have almost like 50 to 60 businesses in Grand Prairie, like restaurants, entertainment. Even if you want to go for a movie, they have discounts available. Housing and residence. Northwestern Polytechnic offers housing at Grand Prairie and Fairview campus with various accommodation. The application process is straightforward, which is available on their website. You just have to fill out the form, put a security deposit of $200, which will be added to your rent. You submit the application. Somebody from the residence team will reach out to you, talking about what is your preference. Do you need a non-smoking unit, alcohol or non-alcoholic unit? And most communication. So most communication with students are through emails. So they have to make sure that the emails are up to date in their MyNWP account. And once they are into residence, the residents will be providing handbook and roommate questionnaires as well. Sports and fitness. So NWP Sports and Fitness Department provide exciting opportunities for learning community to participate in events that encourage and promote wellness and healthy habits. Whether an avid fitness enthusiast or just starting your wellness journey, sports and fitness goal is to inspire and motivate you to lead a healthier life. So what are the student benefits? Students with a valid NWP student ID can access the weight room and gymnasium for free during the academic semesters. Get your game on and have fun with friends during the open gym time. NWP students get free admission to ACSE home games in the Wolf Den. So we are called the Wolves. So our gym is basically called as Wolf Den. Campus recreation. Campus recreation at Northwestern Polytechnic offers various fitness classes and programs designed to help students, staff, and community stay active and healthy, which include cardio workouts, strength training yoga, dance classes, programs available for free or low cost with registration required. The Recreation Center aims to support wellness across multiple domains: physical, emotional, social, and environmental. Within campus recreation too, they do different activities. They give out swags and so on. So it is like a fun team to work with. And during Halloween, they take students to the haunted house for when it's snowing, they take students for snow skating, etc. These are some of the testimonial words from our students, which I'm not gonna read through whole, but the overall is that they really what they say is that NWP is basically a wonderful place for them to learn and grow. There are a few students who were like overwhelmed when they started seeing new faces, having different routines. But talking to people, talking to staff here, they are now creating memories, meeting people, knowing them, meeting different people from cultural backgrounds. So we have very positive feedbacks from our students. So now, in summary, why should somebody choose Northwestern Polytechnic? We have smaller class size and hands-on experience, highly qualified instructors, applied learning opportunities, impactful connection. Grand Prairie is very small. Everybody in the city know each other. High quality education, community support, and special permanent residency pathways. Diverse culture and experiences. Numerous support services and resources available on campus and within the community. Affordable tuition, PGWP eligible programs. At NWP, we equip you with knowledge, experience, and skills you need to succeed in your chosen career.
I think one of the awesome pieces that really resonated with me is some of the licensing exams that NWP really sets their students up for success when they're going into the province and looking at it for long term. So wonderful. Thank you so much again. We do have really great questions that was in our chat box as well. So I will open up the floor. The first question was, do you have any specific age restrictions for the BSc program?
It should be 18 years. So 18 years is considered for the bachelor's.
But as far as how old you can be, age is endless. And we actually don't have any limits to our gap years either.
Perfect. Thank you. The second question was, does NWP offer a waive for the ELP requirements for students coming from the Philippines?
I have a really fun update on that. We were just working with the core leadership group and I presented some options that look like we might move in that direction. I have another meeting today, so I proposed a pathway for students from the Philippines, and I also proposed a math pathway as well for students that don't have math. So we should have an update that on very shortly for everybody.
Awesome. That's really exciting. And there was a few questions about the math pathway, so to hear. Okay, the next question is, how much is the tuition deposit before receiving the attestation letter?
$1,500. In the event a student is not successful in getting their study permit, we do have a refund policy. It is the full refund less $250. You can request a deferral it's a case by case to see what the situation is. If anything has changed, let us know and we can definitely look at that. We're not going to keep your money if you're denied a study permit.
Thank you for clarifying that, Wendy, because I know that's definitely a consideration for students when they're across longer visa processing times or things like that. So thank you for clarifying. The next question is, how many study gap years is accepted if justified?
It doesn't matter. If you want to come study with us and you had 10 years becoming a mom or trying something else, that's fine.
Sorry, Leanne, just to add on that. We, as Wendy told, we don't care about the age gap, but when students with a gap reach out to me, I always recommend be very strong when they write their statement of purpose so that they can actually explain why that gap has happened.
For the immigration process.
Awesome. Great insights. I can answer this question. So it's talking about, do you publish the program availability on the website? For everyone on the call, NWP is a really esteemed partner with us at ApplyBoard. So the information is present on the ApplyBoard platform, as well as our website, and then also the NWP website. So in regards to program intakes, even applying, and Karthika mentioned the Apply Alberta process, our in-house team takes care of that. So submit your applications through ApplyBoard. We also have Amin here on our team, and you can direct any questions over to him if you have any questions for your application, and we will help end to end with that process. Program intakes, availability, what's the next intake coming up, which right now it's for fall. All of that is available on ApplyBoard.
Even more fun on that front, we are doing a complete website update and redesign. We're hoping to have that launched, I believe, in a couple of more months. It's been a little bit delayed, so look forward to sharing that with everybody. Leanne, just while Karthika was doing her presentation, just for fun, I started going through the Alberta occupation forecast for jobs in Alberta for up to 2028. I only managed to find 4 while we were talking. So just to share, for practical nurses, we're projecting a shortage of 3,162. Registered nurses, a shortage of 2,000. Healthcare aides, 9,641. Early learning and childcare providers, 4,000. And I haven't even got to the science-related programs yet. So I can just say that Alberta has a growing economic outlook and a lot of really good career trajectories for people that are interested in those programs.
That's really great to hear. And for me, being based in Ontario, I definitely see for Alberta, there's a guided effort for career outcomes in the province. It's very much aligned with sector needs. It's very much the next province of opportunities. So I highly suggest for our recruitment partners on the call here to understand more about the long-term pathways for your students in their success in each of the provinces in Canada, specifically Alberta, because as Wendy was mentioning, there's tremendous opportunities. It's just to understand those opportunities and to guide your students to success. So thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
We have another question here, and I guess it's in regards to kinesiology, the healthcare programs as well. How do you set up a student for success if they're coming from an arts background? So that's really the question. Can art students apply for kinesiology if the student must have a 5-subject combination that is required? Any insights on this?
I'm going to defer this one to you. You're a lot more familiar with, I'm suspecting that this is in relation to students from India because they have different pathways in high school. For the kinesiology, okay, you go ahead.
So for kinesiology, the admission requirements is basically, even though we say group A, group B, group C, it's basically we review the transcript and see if they have like a mixture. For example, if they have arts, but they have a physical education, but if they only have arts and nothing related to science or physical education, then it might not be a no. So there's not like a solid admission requirement for kinesiology. So even when we ask admission, they really like to see the transcript before giving a yes. So for example, if an art student have a physical education program, it's a yes. If not, it's only just say they only have drawing, or for a business student, they only have all those accounting or entrepreneurship courses with nothing related to physical or health, then no. But if an art student have a sub of anything related to health or physical education, it's a yes.
Got it. Thank you so much. And it really is on a case-by-case scenario for students and their experience, right? So what I would suggest again to those, if you're thinking your student is qualified and you just need further clarification, please reach out to us internally. Reach out to myself and Amin on the team, and we'll be able to get Wendy and Karthika as well, being the experts, to answer some of those questions. That's great. And I think one of the final questions is, what is the deadline for the fall 2025 intake?
It is
May 16th. Okay, so we have some time to set your students up for success, to submit those applications, and give enough time as well for those next steps. Highly suggest that. And we have another question here. It says, is HND or OND accepted? Does anyone know that question? Sorry, that's a bit of a tricky one, guys. If you have more on that,
or if you can just spell out what
Yeah.
that acronym is, what that means, so we can definitely have a look. I'm not familiar with that.
Yes.
Oh, it's Higher National Diploma and Ordinary National Diploma. It's a UK education system.
Okay, then I would have to follow up on that one because I'm not quite certain.
Yeah,
No problem. You can follow up on that one. Yes, I'll definitely follow up on that one. Just as we're coming to the 1-hour mark, I wanted to remind everyone that our Top Recruiters Workshop is coming up very soon. That is going to be April 14th and the 15th. So if you haven't registered yet, if you haven't gotten your tickets, NWP is actually going to be at the event, so you can meet both of our wonderful presenters at the event and speak with them about the programs one-on-one. So I highly suggest coming out and learning more about all of the great opportunities in Canada. So with that, I want to thank you, Wendy and Karthika, again for your time during the session and for all of the wonderful engagement with the questions. They were great. Keep them up. And again, if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. And after the session, I believe a recording will be sent. So please, if you have any colleagues who weren't able to make it, kindly share, and we'll share more information on that. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone.